Layers of power, understanding the complex web of control. In the Machiavellian theater of power, the events we are living in are portrayed as a grand narrative that transcends nations and their governing leadership. According to a theory coined as the theory of layers, individuals occupying different tiers in the power structure have distinct visions of reality, creating a pyramid of influence. This essay will delve into the intricacies of this theory and explore how the governing leadership, despite their apparent authority, serves as mere pawns in a larger game orchestrated by those at the pinnacle. The theory of layers posits a hierarchical structure, akin to a pyramid, where each layer possesses a unique perspective on reality. Human limitations, confined to 3 dimensions, hinder a comprehensive understanding of abstract concepts such as space. Consequently, philosophical quandaries like the chicken or the egg arise due to our need for clearly defined beginnings and endpoints. This theory suggests that the layers within the power structure operate on different planes of reality, each layer acting based on its own set of reasons, often unbeknownst to those in higher echelons. At the core of this Machiavellian analysis is the notion that the governing leadership, ostensibly in control of nations, are, in fact, employees serving their masters. These masters, situated at the pinnacle of the power pyramid, possess an acute awareness of the interplay between layers and the impact of their decisions on each tier. The ultimate significance lies not in the minutiae of each layer's actions, but in the final outcome, the endgame. Religions, considered by many as influential forces shaping societal norms, are dismissed in this Machiavellian framework as man-made constructs devoid of inherent importance. The top layer manipulates these belief systems to serve their agenda, recognizing them as tools to control and influence the masses. The theory of layers contends that any reality dictated from the apex loses its significance as it descends through the layers, akin to being lost in translation. A Machiavellian approach prompts us to view governing leaders as strategic players in a complex game, each move calculated to achieve the desired outcome. The layers below, while executing actions seemingly disconnected from the higher tiers, contribute to the overarching strategy. The importance of understanding the stratified power dynamic lies in recognizing that the motives and objectives of those at the top may not align with the apparent purposes of actions at lower levels. In conclusion, the Machiavellian theory of layers presents a compelling framework for understanding the intricate dynamics of power. By acknowledging the stratification within the pyramid, we unveil a complex web of control where governing leaders, despite their visible authority, are subordinates in a broader game orchestrated by those at the zenith. As we navigate this layered power structure, our understanding of reality becomes both fragmented and distorted, highlighting the need for a Machiavellian lens to decipher the true motives shaping the events we are living in. The Machiavellian layers of power, unveiling historical and contemporary examples. Historical machinations. 1. Roman Empire. In the annals of history, the Roman Empire stands as a paradigmatic example of Machiavellian power dynamics. The Senate and the emperor represented different layers in the power structure. The emperor, often the puppet of influential military and economic elites, navigated intricate political webs to maintain control. Actions taken at lower levels, such as military conquests or senatorial decisions, were guided by motives that may not have been apparent to the common citizen but served the ultimate objective of imperial dominance. 2. Feudal system. The feudal system of medieval Europe provides another historical context for the theory of layers. Kings and queens, while seemingly sovereign, were constrained by the influence of powerful nobles. The monarchs made strategic alliances, initiated wars, and engaged in political maneuvers to maintain power. Meanwhile, the nobility operated in their own sphere, driven by individual motives, contributing to the overarching system's stability or upheaval. Contemporary machinations. 1. Global economic institutions. In the contemporary world, global economic institutions like the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank epitomize the Machiavellian layers of power. The leaders of these institutions, often appointed by influential nations, dictate economic policies that trickle down to affect individual countries. The apparent autonomy of nation-states is overshadowed by the economic decisions made at the apex, showcasing the layered nature of global governance. 2. Corporate influence. Corporate structures provide a pertinent contemporary example of the theory of layers. CEOs and top executives may appear to be in charge, yet they answer to boards of directors and shareholders. The decisions made at the upper echelons, such as mergers, acquisitions, or strategic shifts, have profound effects on employees and consumers, who might be unaware of the intricate motives driving these actions. 3. Geopolitical alliances. Geopolitical alliances, particularly in the context of military coalitions, offer insights into layered power dynamics. The United Nations Security Council, with its permanent members exerting disproportionate influence, illustrates how decisions made at the top tier impact nations differently. Actions taken by member countries, seemingly independent, often align with the overarching strategies shaped by the most powerful players. Lost in translation. The concept of lost in translation is exemplified in the historical and contemporary examples mentioned. The intentions and motivations originating from the top layer often undergo transformations as they descend through the layers. The common citizen might perceive actions at their national or organizational level as isolated events, unaware of the broader strategies at play. In essence, the theory of layers, viewed through a Machiavellian lens, allows for a nuanced understanding of power dynamics. By examining historical and present-day instances, we discern a pattern where those at the pinnacle wield influence over the layers beneath, orchestrating a complex game where motives, obscured by the intricacies of each layer, contribute to an ultimate, often well-concealed, outcome. As we analyze these examples, the relevance of Machiavellian principles in shaping the events of our times becomes increasingly apparent.